Hey guys, Original Boris here. First thing I want to do is I want to apologize for the last couple of videos that I posted. The quality wasn't too great. I did not know that my camera was out of focus when I was recording them. So they were kind of a little grainy, a little out of focus, and I didn't notice it until after the fact. So I apologize for that. I should have checked them. I recorded them and then I uploaded it without really checking into it. So I should have checked into it. But I apologize for that. I didn't mean for the quality to look so bad. But today I'm going to go ahead and do another movie review. And this is a movie review of my favorite movie as a kid. I remember I loved this movie as a kid just because this is one of the very few movies that we owned. And I used to watch this all the time. Never got bored of it. Used to watch it all the time. Every chance I got. The movie is called Commando. Stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. There it is. I got this for $5 at Best Buy a few months back. There's the inside. And you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a big star in the 80s. He made a lot of action movies. You know, he had the Conan movies. He had the Running Man, which I did a movie review on. He had this one, Commando, the Predator movies, Terminator. He had a lot of movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the man in the 80s, him and Sylvester Stallone. But this was my favorite movie as a kid, Commando. And, you know, this is completely 80s. You gotta love the 80s. 80s were just every movie, and not every movie, but pretty much there were a lot of movies that were just cheesy. Horror movies, comedy movies, action movies. This one, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a colonel. He was in a war, and there's these guys that want revenge. They start killing off him and his men, and he's the last one that they want. They've already killed him off all the other guys, and so what they do is they end up kidnapping his daughter, and they actually hold her for ransom. He has to do something for them, or else they're gonna kill his daughter. He ends up escaping, and he starts hunting this men down in order to get back to his daughter. And his daughter is actually played by Alyssa Milano, who was just a kid back then. And this also has Chong from Cheech and Chong. Chong's daughter's in this. Her name's Rae Dawn Chong. And she was in some 80s movies also. She's in this. He ends up running into her, and she helps him. And this is a pretty good movie, but it's also, like I said, very cheesy. There's a lot of things that obviously wouldn't happen in real life. There's one scene where Rae Dawn Chong, her character, he breaks into a weapons store because he needs weapons, and they end up stealing everything. And they have like bazookas in the gun store, which obviously you ain't gonna get bazookas in a gun store. But there's this part where they have him in the cops have him in the back of their big metal rig where he can't escape from, and they pull up next to her. She pulls up next to them, and she's looking at them, and they're looking at her, and they're flirting with her. And she's got a convertible, and like the convertible is overflowing with machine guns and bazooka, and but they're busy, they're distracted by her that they don't see all this stuff in the back. And as they stand up, they're still looking at her, and she stands up and she aims the bazooka at them. And they're like, oh, what's she doing? Well, she's aiming the bazooka at them, and then she fires it, and the whole thing explodes. Surprisingly, Arnold Schwarzenegger makes it out without a single mark on him. He plays Colonel John Matrix in this movie. Obviously, he's the only one that's not hurt in this explosion with the bazooka, but it's a movie. Pretty good movie. There's another guy that's in it. He was in the movie Warriors. He had the gangster that had the little bottles that made the movie. He's famous in the movie like Warriors Come Out to Play. He's also in this movie. But it's pretty action packed. It just shows Arnold Schwarzenegger when they put him on the plane, and then he ends up escaping, and he ends up finding his way. Eventually he steals an airplane, and he finds out where his daughter's at. Goes there by himself, kills off all these guys, and you know, there's a happy ending at the end. But I had not seen this movie since I was a kid, but I just remember I loved this movie. I watched this movie, and the whole time that I was watching this movie, I had a smile on my face because it was just like, it seemed so real when I was a kid. Like, wow, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's the man. He can do that in real life, and obviously in real life, nobody would be able to do that. So there's one part when he's in the airplane and he escapes, he breaks the guy's neck, and like, nobody in the airplane notices that he breaks the guy's neck. And then he puts a hat over his head and tells the lady that works on the airplane, the stewardess, I think was what they're called. He tells her, "Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired." And that's supposed to be like a little joke, but obviously you would notice if somebody broke somebody's neck on a plane. But anyway, it's an action movie. It's fun to watch. I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoyed watching it right now just because it, even though it was so fake, now as an adult watching this, it reminded me of why I loved it so much at the same time. I pretty much gave a lot of the movie away already. I have not given away this. Well, I guess I did give away the ending because it's a happy ending. But the movie is from 1985. It's 90 minutes long. Good, entertaining movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger 80s flick. You're looking for something fun, cheesy 80s action, a lot of unrealistic action. This is your movie. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. It's not his most famous movie. He was known for The Terminator and Predator and a lot of those movies also. He was more famous for those movies, but this is also a fun one that he released during that time. So, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. Check it out. Do a movie review on it. I just wanted to show you what it was. Didn't really do it. I'm not going to rate it. It was just a fun movie to watch. So, but watch it. Tell me what you think. Do a movie review. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye.